I have no time to cook this week, but I'm still gonna manage to eat 130 grams of protein every single day. So currently I weigh 65 kgs and I also lift weights 4 to 5 times a week, which means my current protein needs are about 2 grams per kg. And many weeks when I don't have the time to cook every single day, this is what I do over the weekend so I can eat enough protein for the entire week by just spending like 15-20 minutes. What I basically do is I pick out my protein sources initially, then marinate them, put it in the freezer, and just take one portion out, make it, and with 15 minutes of cooking, I'm done for the entire day. Because I live at home, I can just ask my mom to make some rice or roti sabji and then add my protein to it and some vegetables on the side. So dal rice is made every single day at home. The only thing that lacks is fiber and some protein. And this entire meal prep takes less than 2 hours. I'm a non-vegetarian, so I eat chicken almost every single day. I eat about 400 grams of chicken every single day. I measure it raw. 400 grams of raw chicken breast has different calories and macros than 400 grams of cooked chicken breast. So 100 grams of chicken breast has 110 calories, which means 400 grams of chicken breast has 440 calories. And 100 grams of raw chicken breast has 23 grams of protein. So multiply that by 4, you get 92 grams of protein. So don't comment and tell me that 100 grams of chicken breast has 31 grams of protein. Because when chicken is raw, it holds on to a lot of water. But once it's cooked, the weight kind of changes because a lot of water evaporates from the chicken. It does not mean that you're losing any protein. It just means that the macros and nutritional value for raw chicken is different versus cooked. So I buy around 24 grams of chicken breast in bulk for the entire week. I start by cleaning and washing it thoroughly and start cutting into small cubes. I try to cut them uniformly so that they cook evenly. Today I'm making 3 different marinations. Chicken 65, which is a classic South Indian recipe. It's almost very authentic. The only difference it has is that the amount of oil I'm going to use when I cook, I'm not gonna fry it basically. I'll either bake it or I'll make it with some very less oil in the pan. Pahadi Tikka is the green classic tikka made with some coriander, green chillies, garlic and spices. And chicken tikka is my personal favorite. 2 months ago I started this page called Food Maze on Instagram, and the first video I posted was of this chicken tikka recipe and it blew up, like 5-6 million views. I'm gonna add in the link in the description below so you can definitely go and follow. I eat chicken every single day because that's my preferred source of protein, but you can always totally swap that out with paneer, tofu or even soya chunks. Just make sure that you keep the marination same and swap the amount of chicken for paneer. So instead of using 800 grams of chicken breast, use 800 grams of paneer or 800 grams of boiled soya chunks. So once the chicken is cut, let's make the first marination. I'm gonna divide this into 3, which will be 800 grams. This makes us 4 meals, out of which I'll eat on 2 different days. I'm gonna make the Pahadi chicken tikka first. Take a blender jar, add everything to it because we need to blend and make a paste out of it. So snap some green chilies. I'm using 7 chilies because I love spicy food. Add in 10 to 12 garlic cloves and 1 inch of ginger. 25 grams of coriander seeds, 1/8 teaspoon of carrom seeds, which is ajwain, 4 elaichi or cardamom, 2 tablespoons of gram flour or besan. I had lightly toasted this for 2 to 3 minutes beforehand. Add in 12 to 15 mint leaves. Add in some coriander leaves. I did measure this and this is 25 grams. Add in 7 to 8 black peppercorns, half lemon juice, some black salt. Close the lid and grind it till it's nice and smooth. Do not add in any water to this. Measure 100 grams of yogurt. I'm using Epigamia Greek yogurt. Again, not sponsored. I just like the Greek yogurt. It's more creamy than Dahi, but you can totally use 100 grams of hung curd as well. Add in the yogurt to the 800 grams of chicken. Then add in the marinade we made in the blender and mix well. So I divide this into 2 boxes while storing so that I can just take 1 box out of the freezer and I can just freeze that and make it for the entire day. Next, we're making some chicken tikka marination. Weigh 800 grams of chicken again. Add in 150 grams of yogurt, 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. Add in 2 tablespoons of red chilli powder, 1 tablespoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of tandoori masala. This is a store-bought masala. I can make a homemade version. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a chicken tandoori masala. Add in 1 teaspoon of black salt, then more salt based on your taste, 1 teaspoon of amchur powder or dry mango powder. Mix. Oh, I forgot to add lemon juice. I like to add in a whole lemon juice. It tastes nice and spicy and tangy later on. Add in the 800 grams of chicken. Adding the salt because I forgot, and also 1 tablespoon of kasuri methi. Mix well and divide this into 2 different boxes as well. Now let's make a final and honestly my personal favorite marination, chicken 65. Add in 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Add in 1.5 tablespoon of red chili chili powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 10 to 12 curry leaves, 75 grams of curd. Okay, in this I'm not using yogurt, I like curd in this. 2 tablespoons of corn flour and 1 tablespoon of rice flour. If you don't want to have corn flour or maida, you can honestly just add 2 tablespoons of whole wheat flour. It works fine. And lastly, crack open 1 egg. Add in the chicken and mix everything well. Divide this into 2 boxes. Storage guidelines for these. So remember that raw chicken, marinated or not, stays fresh in the fridge only for 24 to 48 hours. But in the freezer, it can last up to 6 months. If you want to eat for the entire week, make sure you store it in the freezer because that way it will stay fresh. Do not keep the marinated chicken for the entire week in the fridge. I don't want you to get sick. I personally store every single thing in the freezer. I do not leave anything in the fridge. And on the day I want to cook it, what I'll do is early morning when I wake up, I'll just take the box out of the freezer, leave it on the kitchen counter. Usually it takes 2 to 3 hours to thaw and come back to room temperature before I can cook. And there are times when I actually forget before it's lunchtime and I need food. Like basically I just need my protein. So what I do is I have a microwave in which it has a particular setting of defreezing. So if you have a microwave, you can definitely check out the manual it came with because there's always instruction in the manual on how to defreeze using a microwave. So it takes around 4 to 5 minutes in the microwave. Do not microwave this at your normal settings. You will end up with cooked chicken. Make sure microwave has a defreeze setting. Or you can just Google to find out how to defreeze in a microwave. This is how I cook. I always make sure to use 1 teaspoon of oil, and I know it is 1 teaspoon because I use the measuring spoon. So make sure you're using a measuring spoon, otherwise you have no idea how many calories you're consuming using the oil. Okay, so to fry it in the pan, basically I just add in 1 teaspoon of oil and put my chicken pieces individually. I make sure that there is enough room for everything to breathe, and I do not mix it as soon as I put it in the pan. I give it time to cook until a nice crust is formed on the bottom, and then I flip it and turn the flame to the lowest setting possible and let it cook till it's done. Or you can bake it in the oven at 200 degrees for 40 minutes. Once the first 20 minutes are done, if you have an air fryer, you can air fry it at 180 degrees for 8 minutes and then flip the chicken and then cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Comment what else you want me to cook and I'll make it. Don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on healthy recipes. Toodles!